Hi, on this video I'm explaining how organizations can apply lean thinking when improving their sales performance and sales effectiveness. One of the key questions that I have is your sales process creating value or waste? Value and waste are key concepts in lean thinking. Everything that you do, each activity, either creates value or waste. And this is a universal concept. You can use it in your daily life with your family and friends, at work, and also in sales. But how can we answer, is your sales process creating value or waste? So let's first look at both value and waste and see what they actually are. Value can be defined in three ways. First one is value through the eyes of the customer. And value in sales is always the outcome of the sales process. Did we close the deal or not? Did we win a monetary amount worth of new business or not? But there's also other value, which is the process value of sales, meaning that when a customer makes a purchase decision, they actually go through a buying process prior to that final decision. And the process value of sales can be measured in terms of, are our activities and the proposals that we make helping customer to move forward in their buying process? Are we helping them to identify the problem, structure the problem, identify different solutions, establish selection criteria, create a business case, and so on? There's multiple steps that potential clients make before they make the final decision in the process. Do we buy this from somebody or do we not buy this from somebody? Management control is the second area of value, and we need to have certain controls in place so that the organization and the management is on top of things. So that's why we have monthly reviews, weekly reviews, and so on. The thing about value creation is that in sales we tend to look at only the outcome, meaning only the sales results. But we also should be looking at the inputs and the activities within the process in order to manage the whole process. You can't manage the output, but you'll have to manage inputs, activities, and output to manage the process. A third area is about compliance. Are we compliant with rules and regulations and so on? In sales, only some industries actually have compliance requirements. So for sales processes, compliance is not really a big thing. Then let's look at the waste. Partially done work, number one. Partially done work can be, for example, proposal development until some point in time when the customer unforeseeably puts the project on hold or pauses the project. So we have put time and effort into creating a proposal, designing solution, and so on, but it gets put on hold and we don't necessarily know why. But from our point of view, we have created waste. We have created partially done work that we can't capitalize on. Number two, degree of customization. This happens in sales very easily as customers feel that their needs and wants are unique. They might push sales organizations to do modifications, customizations, different colors, measurements, qualities, and so on. And very often, salespeople tend to go along with those requirements, thinking that customization adds value. And that does to some extent, but that also creates a lot of work around designing the solutions, but also in the procurement and manufacturing processes, as each customized solution is something that we don't deliver as a standard. So it impacts profitability. And one thing that organizations should look at is that whenever customer asks for modifications and customizations, do we have a solid argumentation that justifies the standard offering? Because there could be that we are already serving certain industries, certain type of companies with the standard offering, and there's actually a good justification why the offering is what it is, instead of making something completely different. Number 3, relearning. Relearning means that we need to learn again something that somebody else in the organization already knows. So instead of using that knowledge, we leave the knowledge underutilized and relearn to do something that we already know how to do. Number 4, handoffs. Whenever we need to change people or hand over work from one person to another, from one workstation to another, and so on, we create handoffs, which are creating other issues in the process, typically quality, delays, and so on. So all of the handoffs should be critically reviewed. Are these necessary? Do we really need to do this? And some of the handoffs are actually justified. Number 5, delays. In sales, we often get delays, especially from customers. They are not ready to buy. They are going through changes in their organization. Number of different reasons, which are always a surprise to us. Now this project has been delayed. The question is that really a surprise, or is it poorly done qualification? Task switching is a huge productivity hoard. Everybody has, and especially in sales and marketing and in white collar environment, everybody has lots of priorities, lots of projects, customers, opportunities, and so on. And people need to do multitasking and switching between different tasks. And as the amount of tasks is growing, the time spent on task switching increases. And that has been increasing for some time. And not only does it have a hindrance on productivity, but it also has a mental strain in the white collar sales and marketing type of environments. And that mental strain is often completely hidden. And last category of waste is defects. When we work on an opportunity, for example, which has one defect, for example, we haven't identified all the customer requirements, or we have made a mistake. But if that mistake gets passed on in the process further and further and further, and only noticed at the end of the process, or further down the line in the process, we need to go back and redo everything. So defects, if they go unnoticed, are a huge source of waste. So with these definitions, you can answer the question, is your sales process creating value or waste? Lean Sales book is available on Amazon.com. It's been there since 2013, and it describes an end-to-end method for managing marketing and sales processes in B2B environments with lean principles. The book also covers 20 case studies of organizations that have successfully deployed lean-based thinking in their sales and marketing processes. Some of them smaller pieces, and some of the organizations have gone through a wider lean sales transformation. So you can find the book on Amazon. If you think there is room for improvement, you can find out more information on leansalesmethod.com, or you can contact the author Tapio directly at the email address.